Starting. Yay, we're doing it. Oh, thank you for captioning. Okay, here we go. Well, thank you everyone for attending Virtual FlameCon 2021. This has been an interesting time, but we will talk about that in a little bit. Let's start off with introductions, though. I'm Nick. I am the president of Geeks Out, general herder of kittens and behind-the-scenes person, and I'm joined by another fabulous organizer. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Kevin Gilligan. I'm the vice president of Geeks Out, also one of the organizers for FlameCon, and do all sorts of stuff, usually with convention stuff. We're so excited to be here.
I know, this has been a long time coming, kind of a confusing time. I think it's been an interesting year and a half for all of us, but here we are. There's one thing our community knows how to do. It is persevere and have a really good time despite whatever. So that is what we're here to do this weekend. We're going to have a good time. We're going to connect with our community virtually, a little bit different. It's new. We'll figure out how it works together. So, you know, one note is this year, it's been a weird one. You know, while we learned that we can't control much, we did learn that we're learning with a virtual FlameCon, you can at least control your exhibit hall lighting. So I'm trying to replicate that for myself, but you know, Kevin, how you doing?
I mean, I'm good. You know, I'm one of the key differences between this and being at a hotel lobby and banquet hall ballroom is I can control my own air condition. So
great. So we're going to be really comfortable this year.
I personally love it really cold because I run very hot. So it's very crisp here in my section of the exhibit hall. So
all the way across town for me.
Yeah.
Great. Well, yeah. What are your notes and reflections on this year, Kevin?
Well, you know, growing up as an indoor kid, it's pretty much not much different. So it's been a lot of geeking out at things on screens. So it's not too different.
Pretty much the same for you.
Pretty much the same. Yeah.
Great. Well, one thing that, you know, looking back on this year, we don't quite know what to make of it yet, but we do know that we're going to stay positive going forward. So we're here to have a good time. You know, I think one of the things that's been really comforting to see is that there was a report in the last week that 92% of LGBTQ folks are fully vaxxed, or I guess have at least one vaccination. So, you know, we're all about staying positive, all about protecting our community, and looking forward to more good times, including we do have plans for FlameCon in person. We've got those plans ready, not just for 2022, but also for 2023. So, you know, we'll be seeing you. We'll definitely be seeing you. Exactly. Before we hop into this show's events, I feel like Kevin, tell us who we're going to meet.
Well, like every year with FlameCon, it can't happen without all of the wonderful volunteers that have spent a lot of hours and sweat into helping to make this happen. So we wanted to shout out and bring up virtually on stage, which just means that they turn on their cameras. We want to bring up some of our steering committee members, well, including our board, which includes our board members. So
yeah, so board steering committee, that is going to be Kyle, Kevin, you're already here.
I'm already here.
Michelle, Steve, if all of you guys can unmute your cameras.
Oh,
okay, we're doing a animal show and tell as well. Love to see it. Do we have any other steering committee members in the room? Unmute your cameras. Might take a minute to load.
Look at all these people.
Oh, look at all these cuties. Rachel, Steve. All right, so we're getting steering committee members, FlameCon steering committee members to unmute their cameras. Everyone else stay muted. SET is coming up on stage as well. Got a bit. It's worth it, guys.
So big round of applause for everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Their steering committee.
This is the group of people who are making the decisions behind the scenes and crafting the best experience for what you're about to have. So if everyone actually, I'm going to have everyone mute their cameras again. And I'd also, I'd like to give a minute of thanks. There we go. So we're muting cameras.
So you have to mute your mic as well, Steve.
Oh. Use the time to go find your puppy.
Yeah.
I'd also like to give a tip of the hat to our exhibitors team. So if Anne-Marie and Whitney are on the line, if you can unmute your cameras. Just so we can all say hello. Hello, Anne-Marie. And Whitney may be tied up, but we do also give big thanks to Whitney, who has helped us. You've probably seen emails coming from these people if you're an exhibitor with us today. People answering your questions. They're working, some of the hardest workers on our team, and very flexible. So thank you for all of your hard work. And
you can see Whitney today in their panel at 2:30 in panel room C. So if you want to give thanks to Whitney, then you can support them there.
Yes, thank you, Anne-Marie. We will see you later. And one last big group that does a lot. Speaking of panels, our programming team. Kevin, you are on our programming team, but we also have T. Hello, T. We've got Adam and Britt and Mel, Nikki, Sarah, Steven, Josh. Oh, look at all these wonderful. Oh my goodness. And the small friend.
Oh.
For friends help. They are our late night stress relievers when we're dreaming about spreadsheets, or maybe that's just me. Also, special hat tip to Josh, who's here at the center of my screen. As co-founder of Geeks Out and co-creator of FlameCon, none of us would be here without you. So I'm gonna get off the camera before I cry. But thank you, programming team. We're gonna have you mute, and then we're just gonna do a few housekeeping items for everyone in FlameCon virtual space right now.
Yes.
All right, Kevin, take it away. Housekeeping items.
So with Remo, as you might have seen, or if you joined us in the midst of our presentation, we tried to make this year mimic the essence of an in-person show as best as possible. So with that, you can meet some of your favorite artists and vendors. You can still discover new favorites. You can go off onto little side lounges and kiki with your friends, or some new friends, as it were. And then you can also go off and check out our wonderful panels, performances, and workshops, which are just going to be a click away. It'll be on the sides of the showroom floor. You'll see them once we exit presentation mode. And speaking of those that programming, the schedules, when you click on the names, so the main stage and panel room A, B, C, when you click on them, the schedules for the day are going to appear on that first click. And then you just have to click through to go into that panel. And then you can return back to the showroom floor after the panel is over and you want to go back to the showroom floor, you can do that by either hitting your browser's back button, or if you look at the top left of your screen, you see that sort of little hamburger menu, little 3 lines. You click on that, and you want to go to your events, and that'll take you back to where you select for FlameCon, for the exhibit floor. I'm mirrored. Thank you, Steve. It's that one.
There you go.
It's right on my camera, but what's right for me is not for others. So we also are bringing back our gamer lounge this year, completely virtual. It's being presented by our wonderful friends and partners, the NYC Gamers. They're doing it again this year. It's on Discord. And if you click on the Gamer Lounge link, it's going to show you a little bit of the programming schedule that they have going on. And it will actually take you to a page to NYC Gamers that's going to tell you how to access the Discord, give you a little more information, and also how to sign up for some of the game sessions that are happening throughout the weekend. So check that out if you have a chance. We're just so excited to bring you as much of the FlameCon experience as possible in the comforts of your own home or wherever you're joining us, maybe a coffee shop. I don't know your life. So
great. Well, thank you for those notes on how to get around the space. For those attendees, when we release you back into the exhibit hall, you will be probably randomly dropped at a table. If you want to go somewhere else, just double click on a new table and it will open up kind of a one-on-one with the person who's behind the table, and then continue your convention experience. It's kind of like a convention roulette a little bit, which is nice after a year of not socializing, so enjoy that. Should anything happen and you need help, I want to direct everyone here to, you can get help in a couple of ways. One, you can go to the Geeks Out info table on the first floor. It should be the top right-hand table, first row. FlameCon staff members will be there, and you can directly chat, real time with somebody at that table. You can also check out the Geeks Out shop for some pretty sweet donation packages that we are offering this year. You can also private chat anyone from the main floor. In the bottom menu, you'll see a chat option. We saw the general chat blown up with Hays and hellos, but keep in mind that you can private chat. Anyone who's with FlameCon will have FC staff before their name, so you can reach out to them. And that can be for anything like technical issues, people issues, general questions about what's going on, feedback, questions, comments, concerns, the whole thing. Also, if you are outside of the remote space and you're also browsing the internet on social media, feel free to use, you can tweet at FlameCon, and you can hashtag with hashtag FC21support, and that will flag your questions for our social team. So with that, we are ready to get the show on the road. So let's do it. Kevin?
Everyone, have a wonderful weekend. We hope you enjoy all of the hard work that these wonderful volunteers have put into making our virtual dreams come true. R.I.P.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more shout out. Yeah. If you want to be one of these people who is involved in creating this space, it's awesome. It's fun. It has been a lifesaver for me working with this community remotely in a time where we have not been able to be together physically. Please join us. Check out the geeksout.org website. You can also check out flamecon.org. There are contact us forms and get involved sections on both websites. We would love to have you volunteer with us and help craft an experience for your community. So you too can be a part of this ragtag bunch of kids. But we're done here. So now is when we would cut the ribbon.
Yes.
But snap. All right. There we go. Enjoy, everyone.
Enjoy. Happy Flame.